like a small boat on the ocean, sending big waves into motion, like how a single word can make a heart open. I might only have one match, but I can make an explosion. And all those things I didn't say were wrecking balls inside my brain. I will scream loud tonight. Can you hear my voice this time? This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on. Starting right now. I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else believes, 'cause I've still got a lot of fight left in me.
Hello, I'm Cassia Faheyden. Welcome to my channel. If you're wondering why I'm wearing the same shirt I was in the last video, without the sweater over it, that would be because I'm filming the same day, only it's nighttime now. It's dark outside. So, anyway, thankfully my other video loaded in time for me to start making this next one. Because I'm really excited to get all of these videos done, and I have a lot of videos to get done, so yeah, the longer I wait, the more overwhelmed I get. So let's get started, huh? We have Drago in the background sitting on the back of my couch. Hi, sweet Drago, my sweet autistic kitty. And we've got my best buddy, Merlin, right here, cleaning his leg. Just sprawled right out. I did try to turn on my microphone, but the microphone is not charged yet. The speaker is, but the microphone not so much. So, you know, I don't think it works all that well for the channel anyway, but it's the best I could afford, so work with what I got, right? So anyway, I have a Barnes & Noble haul for ya. These are not things that I bought for myself. Well, technically I kind of did, because, you know, he gave me $100, brought me to the mall, to Barnes & Noble, and told me, this is your birthday present, spend it how you want. He knew I was gonna buy books. That was the intent. So this is the other half of my birthday present from Sam. He did also have me over on my birthday, and we had a pretty awesome night over there, and day over there, just celebrating my birthday. We had ice cream, 2 different kinds of cake, and an enormous freaking cookie that I've never seen any cookie so big in my freaking life. And my God, was it good. So, yeah, it was a good birthday, and spending time with the person you love most on your birthday is always a good day. So, but he didn't get paid until just last week, last Friday, so that's why we had to wait for him to get me a birthday present. I mean, I didn't need anything, but, you know, I appreciate when people buy me stuff. I think it's very sweet. He didn't have to give me a birthday present, but he did. And, you know, he took me over to our favorite Chinese restaurant in the mall. He was contemplating maybe taking me to one of my favorite Mexican restaurants, which you can only go to in Midland. So I have a thing for their nachos. I can't figure out how to make them, and they're so good. But he didn't have enough at the time because something wonky went on with his paycheck. I'm not gonna tell you what happened because that's not my business to tell. But um, he didn't want to spend, you know, what he needed for household supplies on that. And I was like, it doesn't matter. I'm not picky, whatever. Um, I haven't been to either place in a long time. So whether I ended up with the Chinese that we love so much or ended up with the nachos I really like, it didn't matter to me. I wanted them both. So I was quite happy. And we also got some coffee over there at Barnes and Noble as well. So it was a really good day. And then afterwards, we went to Meyer and got those dolls, and that were in my last video. So, all in all, it was a very good day. So, 2 days spent with my honey for my birthday, and both went incredibly, incredibly well. So, now I'm going to show you what I got. The bag was my free bag for being a Barnes & Noble member. I almost didn't get it because they were sitting there trying to tell me I already got my bag, and I'm like, that's not possible because I haven't been in Midland in like a year or so. Or well, yeah, it's been more than that. I think I haven't been to Midland in Barnes and Noble in the mall in like 3 years. I think it's been that long. I really do. I mean, I've been in Midland since then, but not in Barnes and Noble. And I don't think you can get your free tote online because every time I try to add a tote online, and it doesn't tell you if there's ones that are okay to get for free and ones that aren't okay to get for free. It doesn't tell you. Apparently, they don't tell you until you get to the register when you're in there either. So, yeah, ask first. But they weren't going to give it to me because they were trying to tell me that I already got it, and I'm like, no, I haven't been here in like a couple of years, and I know I didn't get it last year for my. I didn't get my free tote last year. I haven't gotten my free tote this year, so I'm due actually two of them. I mean, I don't think it works that way. I don't think you can get two in 1 year. I think you can only get one a year. So, it's not like I'm going to be able to get another one this year because I already got this one. But yeah, they were trying to pull a fast one on me and trying to tell me that I already got my free tote. Think they were trying to get some free money out of there, like make me pay for it anyway. Even though I'm supposed to get a free one, because it's part of the perks for being one of the high paying members. So yeah, and I do that even though I don't really buy books very often because I can't really afford it. I pay for the membership because one, when I do manage to buy books, I also get discounts on anything in their coffee shop. It's not their coffee shop. It's Starbucks. But they're partnered with each other. So I get discounts from anything on at Starbucks. I get discounts on books in store. So I calculated the amount of these books all together by their price tags, and it should have cost me $75, but it only cost me I think 72. And free tote. um and then so and then I also get free shipping, and I also get discounts on books online. um I also get discounts on ebooks, and on top of all of that, every time you buy anything, you get like um a like a stamp. It's not a real stamp because they're not taking your card and punching a hole in it like they used to do in the old days. And then the cards started to fall apart because they were all full of holes. But it's like that without the actual punching a hole. It's digital. So when you log into your Barnes and Noble account and look at how many punches you've got, you when you get to 10, they give you like a $5 gift card to put towards anything you want online or in store. So a lot of good perks, right? Definitely worth being uh one of the high paying members. I can't remember what it's called to be the high paying member. I have this bookmark right here that I got when I signed up for it. Barnes and Noble membership just went premium. Yes, I am a premium member. 10% off almost everything in store. 10% off almost everything at barnesandnoble.com. Free shipping with no minimum purchase. New Barnes and Noble rewards included with your premium membership. See reverse side for details. I also got a discount on my newest Nook. I mean, I would get that anyway for having the premium membership. But another reason I got even more of a discount for it is because the Nook that one of the Nooks that I had before, my Nook color, is no longer supported. So like it can't even be used anymore. So to replace it, they gave me like a huge discount to get a new one. So I still have two. You know, I mean, I had two before, but I still have two. Um, but now I have a slightly older one and a new one that I bought last year, which was actually my birthday present for myself last year. Other than my other birthday present for myself, which was a whole bunch of interactive, um, like pet thingies, like the Hatchimal and the Magic Mixie, and there's something else. I think I also got one of those oven um pet thingies. But anyway, free tote every year. A free tote for this year. Um Up to $19.99 value. Free upgrade to next size cafe beverage. Free upgrade for your cafe beverage. And birthday offers, which I didn't get my birthday offer because for some reason my birthday is not on my account. It was on my account, but somehow my birthday is no longer on my account. And in order to put it back onto my account, I have to use my debit card. And I don't know why they need me to use my debit card to put my birthday in. Seems kind of sketchy to me, but yeah. So I didn't get my birthday thing this year because my birthday is not on my account, but I mean, whatever, right? On the other side is the rewards, which whether you're a member or not, as long as you have an account and you have like a rewards card, which if you have a membership, you don't need a rewards card because it's automatic. But if you don't have a membership, you're gonna need the rewards card. Um, so Barnes and Noble Rewards collect stamps when you shop and watch your savings add up. One stamp for every $10 spent in a purchase. 10 stamps for $5 reward. Redeem your rewards when you shop at Barnes and Noble. See reverse side for details on premium membership. So, yeah. It is it is definitely worth it. for me to get the membership, especially when I have 2 Nooks. I love to read. I really do. Maybe a little bit too much. But, and I kept that because I wanted to remember what all of my perks are. So, yeah. It's getting a little worn out, but I don't care. But I think they want you to forget what your perks are so they can still get, you know, free, so they can still get you to pay for the stuff that you're buying or not get discounts on the stuff that you're buying. So I think they like it when you forget or when you forget to pull out your membership card. I mean, a lot of places are kind of like that. At least the girls in the store were that day. They were all like, "Oh no, it's not time for your free tote yet." The hell it's not. Don't lie to me. I know. I keep track. Where are you going? Kind of hard to not keep track when you haven't gotten one in 2 years. So, you're not climbing on my you're not climbing on my camera, okay? I'm filming. You can't do that. You gotta stop doing that, okay? You can be over here, but you cannot climb on my camera, all right? Okay? Okay. Now, I need to open this bag. Are you gonna help me? You gonna help mommy? These are heavy. You ready? Ready? Oh man, this is heavy. I thought you were, hey. I thought you were helping. You're not climbing on my camera. Ugh. Okay, now I got these off of the special book table. You know what I'm talking about. They're the hardcover books that have like the gold on them and stuff that are specifically chosen by Barnes and Noble to like be their like special edition. So they had 2 of these. One had a completely different cover on it. But that one was like $30. This one was, I believe, no, this one was $30 too. I remember specifically because I remember leaving the store, walking towards the food court with Sam, talking about it. This one was $30 too, and I was like, I don't need a cover that has William Shakespeare's face on it. I'm gonna pick the cover I like. If they're both the same price, I'm gonna pick the one that I like the cover on, you know? I mean, nobody cares if his face is on it or not. And then after I opened the book, his face is on the inside. So, but I really like the cover and then the back cover, and I didn't even see the side cover until I got home, and I'm thinking this side cover is so fancy that if I have it sitting up on my shelf right there, I mean, hey, get off! I'm not gonna tell you again. Stop it. I don't like to yell at them, but sometimes you have to. But I mean, I have other places to put books in here. I don't have any of my shelves up right now. I really miss my shelves. So most of my books are not here. Most of my books are in Sam's shed. But the side cover is so, you know, the I forget what it's called. I know what it's called. I am a book nerd. The binding. The binding is so fancy looking that if I put it up there on my shelf and someone comes in and sees it, they're gonna think that it's a lockbox. So it looks that good. And I love how the pages of these books are always like gold. This isn't the first one I've gotten from that section, and it's not the first one Sam's gotten me from that section either. That Anne Rice Vampire Chronicles. I am filming, goddammit. So, that Anne Rice Vampire Chronicles that Sam bought me a few years ago, the last time we were there, that one was one of these books, and it is starting to get a little worn. The pages are no longer quite as gold as they were, but it still looks pretty nice. I mean, it's gonna still look pretty beautiful on a shelf, and it looks pretty good not on the shelf. But anyway, so here's the front cover. It has, I don't know if you can see, but like words like in cursive, all the way over, all over the front cover. And this is the complete works of William Shakespeare. This is the back cover with the little masks from little theater masks, and then the binding, the side cover, the binding says William Shakespeare, the complete works, and then it has a quill on it, and isn't that beautiful? That is gorgeous. I mean, I would totally, if I saw that on someone's shelf, like, because that's what they do when they make those book boxes. They make them look really, really fancy. And then, you know, you go and you pick it up and it's a book box instead of a book. So, I would totally think that that's a book box. If I saw it on someone's shelf, I would not think that that was one of the Barnes & Noble collection books. I would think that that was a book box, but it's beautiful. I love it. And that's not the only reason I love it. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm going to be looking forward to reading this. I have not decided which one to read first because, I mean, like I said, it's the complete works. So, and then right here it has William Shakespeare's face, and then all over the cover, the inside cover is a whole bunch of his plays. And then I put in a bookmark right here that I thought would fit it pretty well. And a line reader to make it easy. I am fucking filming. Shut up. Why does she always have to be loud when I am filming? What is her problem? God, I feel like shooting a woman. Jesus Christ, this is my business. This is my job right here, and she's trying to fuck it up. Quiet, woman. Go back in your house and shut up. Alrighty, so back to my video. Back to you guys. Anyway, so nice of her to come out and be loud when I'm filming. So very nice of her. It doesn't make me want to smack the shit out of her with the hardest part of my game. Not at all. Sorry, guys. I can't handle her. I can't. If I could move, I would. The worst part about living here isn't the house, which is pretty bad. The worst part of living here is her. My neighbor. Yeah. If she could, like, ever be quiet, that'd be great. But anyway, yes, back to you guys. Back to my video. So, as you can see, we've got all of his plays right there. I don't know if you can actually read that on the video, but they're all right there. And then all of his poems right there as well. Sections for all of those poems anyway. But I am really, and then there's even an introduction. So, it doesn't say an introduction. Oh yeah, it does at the very top there. There's an introduction talking about William Shakespeare before they get to the first play. So it says, why Shakespeare? And there's another picture of Shakespeare. Why Shakespeare? Well, because Shakespeare. I mean, I loved reading Shakespeare in high school. That might be why Mr. Schramm liked me so much. And why I liked his class so much. And that was the only class where I got straight A's. Well, that and choir, but choir doesn't really count because, I mean, that's like effort. And then the next section is the scene. I think that's basically where he lived and grew up and all that good stuff. And then the poems, the plays, Romeo and Juliet, and non-tragedy. Okay. I haven't gotten to this part yet, so I haven't read anything in here yet. I flipped through it because I had to. I just had to. I'm not going to not flip through it my first night having my brand new, beautiful, complete works of Shakespeare book. But obviously, we all know that Romeo and Juliet is their most known of his plays, Witches and Kings, reading Shakespeare. See, that's probably important for a lot of people because a lot of people nowadays have a hard time understanding Old English. So, it would make it easier for some people. I, on the other hand, am very fluent in Old English. So, that's probably why I like Shakespeare and Homer so very much. So, yeah. But if you're wondering what my favorite is, let's see, where are you? That would be the 12th night. And no, it's not because it's twins. That might be part of the reason why. It's about a set of twins, a boy-girl set of twins, that are identical. Me and Derek are not identical, like at all. We look nothing alike at all. But so, they're on a ship, and there's a shipwreck, and the girl Viola thinks her brother is dead. So, she does what she has to. She washes up on the island, and she, she meets this guy, Duke Arsenio, and she kind of falls in love with him. But she has to pretend to be a boy for some. I can't really remember why she was pretending to be a boy, but she had to pretend to be a boy. And she became his servant, and he had a crush on this woman, Olivia, and he would keep sending Viola back and forth, thinking she was a boy, as his messenger, back and forth, telling her to say nice things about him to get Olivia to fall in love with him. So the more she says these things to Olivia, the more Olivia starts to kind of crush on her, not knowing she's not a boy. So, and this is supposed to be like a romantic comedy. So, it's supposed to be funny. And like, what the hell? So, so then, one day, Viola's brother, Sebastian, he, comes around, and he sees Olivia, and she's all fawning over him because she thinks it's Viola, because they look alike, and Viola is posing as a boy. So, she's all over him, and he's like, oh, I'm not complaining. So they fall in love, and then he goes away to, like, I think arrange their marriage or like propose or something. I don't really remember, but it's been a long time. I mean, I haven't read this since high school, so bear with my memory. So so then Viola comes back with another message from Duke Orsino, who she's in love with. And so Olivia is all over her all over again, and she's like, but you said you loved me. And she's like, what are you talking about? And then Duke Orsino comes up, and he's like, what is she talking about? You were supposed to be getting her for me. And then um her brother comes up, and he goes, you're alive. And she's like, you're alive. And then she pulls off her hat, and she's like, I'm a boy. I mean, obviously this is all in Old English because this is Shakespeare, but that's basically the gist of it. So it's funny and romantic, and Olivia ends up with Sebastian, and Viola ends up with Arsenio, and it's I like it. It may not be no Romeo and Juliet, but everybody ends up happy. It's a funny story. And, um, and I mean, at least nobody ends up dead in the end. Um, he's got a lot of really good plays. There's there's a lot of them I have either read or heard of. I have not. I've read bits and pieces of Macbeth. I have not read King Lear. Everyone's heard of Antony and Cleopatra. Um, I mean, I've heard of The Tempest, Othello, um, Hamlet, As You Like It, Much Ado About Nothing, um, Taming of the Shrew, Merchant of Venice. Um, Another one of his more famous ones is Midsummer Night's Dream, because of the character Puck, who is actually a fairy. Um, Very naughty fairy. I have not read that one, but there's been so much about it on TV. Like, not specifically about it, but like in like putting it together with the plots of TV shows for like an episode or whatever. That like I've grown to love that one, even though I haven't read it yet. And I've got a thing for the Fae, so um, I'm really, really excited to read that one. I mean, I'm really excited to read all of these, but. And then there's the Comedy of Errors. Who hasn't heard of that one? I mean, there's a lot of them in here I haven't heard of, but obviously I'm going to read them all. I don't know where to start yet. I asked for a suggestion from Sam, and he didn't say anything, which means he doesn't even know where to start. Like, I'm like, just pick one, like at random. And then I asked my mom, she didn't reply. I mean, she replied, but not to that. But yeah. Um if you guys have any suggestions of which play or poem to read first in here, um I would appreciate it. I mean, I could start at the beginning and go back, but what fun is that, right? Why not just go through it randomly, by suggestion, and just pick out what people suggest and just read from there, and eventually I'll get through the whole book, right? I mean, that's so much more fun, I think. I could start from the beginning, but I really don't want to. I want somebody to suggest for me um something to read first, and then go from one to the next of suggestions until I have read the whole thing. I mean, I think that's an excellent plan. I think that's a great idea. That's really how I want to do it. And if you're wondering about the bookmark, um, these are by, I think her name is Tracy Brown. I don't remember her name, but I know it's something Brown. Um, but she's a fantasy artist, and I bought these in bulk online from her shop like many years ago, and they're still holding up really good. I love buying bookmarks and like art bookmarks from people that I really love. Amy Brown, that's her name. Amy Brown, not Tracy. I don't know why I thought her name was Tracy Brown. Oh yeah, there's a show called Tracy Brown. That's why. So, yeah, Amy Brown. So she's really good artist. Some of her stuff is a little bit more dark, but she's really good. My favorite artist, is, crap, I can't remember her name now. Name Thomas. Name Thomas is my favorite artist. She does a lot of fairy stuff and is really, really beautiful. And I mean, a lot of stuff she sometimes does like very much nudity, and I don't really care for nudity, but I mean, she makes it so beautiful that it's kind of tasteful, if you know what I mean. I mean, um, it looks really, really nice, her artwork, even when people are barely wearing anything. Like, even then she makes it look really tasteful. Like, there's this one photo that photo this one piece of art that she did that I actually redid and drew myself. Tried to draw myself anyway. I did the best I could. I'm not very good at I'm good at copying art. I'm not good at drawing freehand. Um, and I'm not really good at copying it. Like, I couldn't pass it off as hers. But, you know, like, I'm okay at making it look more cartoony. And I actually turned her orange cat that was in that picture into my Siamese cat. So yeah. I have that posted on my on one of my Facebooks, and I can't remember which one. I have two actually. I have one for the channel that I don't really use anymore. I now use it for like a notepad so I don't forget stuff. And then like I send myself messages to my other messenger as a notepad so I don't forget stuff. And then the other one is like my main Facebook that's like my, well, it's almost my real name. I had to not go with my real name because I have stalkers. So that's the same reason I have a fake name on here. So yeah. But anyway, this is the one bookmark I have in this sleeve. Very pretty, huh? I think she looks like a fairy or like an elf. Oh, she does have elf ears. If you look really close, she has elf ears. So, and then this girl is completely covered in flowers and butterflies. And I thought that looked very fairy-like. So, it's the only one that has a bookmark in it yet. The other ones I have not put a bookmark in them yet because I'm not quite ready to read them yet. Because I'm already reading that Anne Rice book. So, and I'm going really slow with it because I don't feel comfortable reading it outside of the house because, one, it's very, very pretty, and two, it's heavy as hell. And three, being heavy as hell and super pretty, I don't want it getting damaged in transport. So, yeah. So I read it outside when I go outside to read, and sometimes I'll read it in bed, but it's so big and so heavy. I don't like reading it in bed. It's really hard on my neck. I really need to get like a gliding chair in here so I can just sit and read in my reading chair. That would be great. But I don't have a reading chair, so it is what it is, unfortunately. So, that'd be great though to have a reading chair. I would love to have a reading chair. I've been wanting a reading chair, and with with my ADHD and that other illness that I just found out I have, having something that glides is a great stim. It's really good for my mental health. So, yeah, that's kind of a need. I don't I had an outside swing that I sent to Sam's house for storage, and it was never put back on its frame. I don't know why. It was supposed to. He was going to paint it that year, and then that I brought it over there, and then I guess he forgot, or I guess maybe he decided not to. I don't know what happened, but it never ended up going back on its frame, and the ground ate it. Yeah. So I don't have anything that swings anymore for my need for a swinging stem. So that kind of sucks. I really, really need one, and that's the whole reason I bought that swing, and it's gone now. It's not his fault. He didn't intend on it getting damaged. He would have prevented it if he knew that that was going to happen. He would never allow my stuff to get damaged on purpose. But so it's not his fault. I mean, I would really like to have like a gliding bench outside or another swing, maybe one with a canopy. But I like the sun though. But or and or a gliding chair in my house, and maybe a gliding chair at his house. That'd be great. So, hey, maybe I could get a gliding chair at his house, a gliding chair at my house, and a gliding bench outside. Or maybe a swing outside my house. It can't be anything super, super nice here because my neighbors steal shit. And when they get mad that I want them to leave me alone, they intentionally destroy shit. So, yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what to do about that. So this one was $15. There was a more expensive one. And this was an Amazon, a Barnes and Noble exclusive. Also, I don't know why I said Amazon, but this was a Barnes and Noble exclusive. Also, and this one actually came with the sticker. They don't always come with the sticker, and if they come with the sticker and I can remove the sticker, they have fixed their adhesive. So you can remove the sticker without damaging the book or the sticker. So you can take the sticker off of the book, or if it's got a film over it, you can take it off the film and then put it inside your book. So you can be like, ha ha, this is a Barnes Noble exclusive. It's a special book, ha ha. I mean, you're not gonna don't do that. I'm not gonna do that. Don't do that. But you could put it in there so you know, where whoever looks at your books knows. I mean, you're not gonna be like weird about it, but but anyway, so this one is the story of King Arthur and his knights, and I have been looking for like an older version of this, because a lot of the stories are word of mouth, passed down from generation to generation to generation, and that's why there's so many different tellings of it, because and then that's also why a lot of people have different names in some stories than in other stories, whereas and like the story just is like very different. So when I look through this, it does seem to be in Old English, so that's good. That means that the stories in here are from original tellings. So I'm really glad to see that, because I didn't want something that was written by someone modern that was gonna like just make up their own version. Um excuse me. Which wouldn't be a bad thing. I would read that. I would be very happy to read that. Um I am very much obsessed um with Camelot and King Arthur and Merlin. That's why my cat's name is Merlin. Yeah. That's why my other cat's name is Albion. And then my other cat's name is Avalana. And then um I've had cats of every character in the stories and their weapons. Like I had one named Caliburn, I had one named Excalibur, which are Arthur's two swords. And yeah, I love Camelot. I'm obsessed. So every TV show I can find that's even remotely decent that has to do with Camelot, I'm obsessed. Every movie I've seen that's about Camelot that is remotely decent, I'm obsessed. So it's not that I wouldn't enjoy a more modern take on the story. Um, I would definitely enjoy it. So if I were to get books like that, I would definitely read them. I would cherish them. I would be obsessed with them. However, I was looking for the original, more closer to the original text, because there isn't going to be any actual original text, because like I said, it's stories passed down from generation to generation to generation. So the stories have changed, and you don't know what ones came first. There's no way to know. So I wanted a version of one of the original stories, so I could like kind of know how is sort of went. You're never gonna find like the one true factual version, because there isn't one. There's just too many different versions of the story that are original. So you know it being in Old English, that's exactly what I was looking for. Like, and I cannot wait to read this. I am like really, really excited to be done with the Anne Rice book that I'm like really engrossed in, so I can read this. I mean, I really, really want to read this. Um, I might like this book more than the Shakespeare, and I love Shakespeare, so yeah. Yeah. So, I'm really excited to read this. And the back cover says, "Maybe he will make thee a knight of his round table, and there is no honor in all of the world that can be so great as that." That's kind of cool. So this is the front cover, and yes, purple is my favorite color. And then there's the binding. And then there's the back cover. And then inside, got some shields and some crowns. Too bad there's no swords. That would have been even more cool, because Excalibur, right? Wouldn't that be awesome to have a bunch of swords in there? And I put my sticker in there. My Barnes & Noble exclusive sticker. I don't know why this one didn't come with one. That's weird. Because it was on the table with the exclusives. And it was priced as one of the exclusives, and it's gilt like one of the exclusives, but that's okay. I don't care. I don't need the sticker. I got the cover I wanted. Pay $30 for a book, you're gonna pick the one you want. Right? And then there's this one. This one was also $30. I was kind of iffy about which one I wanted to get, either this one or the complete works of Edgar Allan Poe. I love Poe. He's really dark though. His life was a lot like mine. There was a lot of loss and a lot of death and a lot of hardship, and a lot of struggle. So, yeah, his stuff was dark. He embraced it and made art out of it. So, but it was fascinating. It was, I mean, I love his work. Excuse me. I don't know why I've got the burp so bad today. Um, I apologize. But so, I can, and I don't even know if I have it or not. I might actually have it and not remember I bought it. I'm not 100% sure on that. So, I need to go look back at my stuff, through my hardcovers and find out if I have it. I might. But, I can always buy it later if I don't have it. So, yeah. Um, and there's a lot of books on that table I really want. But I figured go with your favorite classics first and then, you know, look for other things later. Another day. So, what I have here is another Barnes and Noble exclusive. That is a nice inside cover. All right. So, this one is the Iliad and the Odyssey by Homer. Now, there are theories. I don't know what I believe and what I don't believe about this, but I mean, I think they're interesting. It's an interesting theory. There are theories that Homer was actually a woman posing as a man because back then you were not, if you were a woman, you were not allowed to write. So a lot of women would pretend to be a man, um, so that they could write their stuff. This happened for centuries. Uh, but yeah, they would use like a male pen name and pretend to be a guy for centuries. But I mean, I really love Greek myth. So, and this book, um, these two stories are what got me interested in Greek myth in the first place. No, it wasn't Disney's Hercules, although that was a very good movie and I really like it. And I do absolutely love Megara and her snarkiness and her attitude because I don't blame her. I've been through shit with men. I get it. And when you find a good one, you're like, I'm keeping that one. I'm right there with her on that. Like other men that I've been with, jerks, just nope, nope. But she finds a good one and she's like, I'm keeping him. That's the one. Right there with her. I got you, girl. I got you, Megara. we're we're agreed on this issue. But yeah, so this is the book that got me obsessed with the Greek myth. So I mean, I will eventually be buying a book on Greek myth at some point, but I mean, you can't start a collection of Greek myth without the Iliad and the Odyssey. You just can't. I mean, and then I love how much it looks kind of like a Bible with how gorgeous it is. The cream colored hardcover, and then the gold and there's a little bit of blue in there, and there's silver. Is that silver? Yeah, there's silver and there's blue and gold. Okay, cool. So it's really pretty. So there's blue down here and right here, up here and around here and right there. And then there's silver in the background right here and right there. And then the rest of the print on it is all gold. So that's really pretty. And you've got a goddess here. You've got a god right there. And then you've got a nice, beautiful binding. And then on the other side, you've got a couple warriors fighting. Are they gladiators? I don't know, but they are definitely fighting. A couple of warriors. So that's cool. I haven't leafed through this one, other than to put the sticker in there. But I read this in high school, so, like, I know the story. I read it in high school. So, and then we watched the movie. I personally thought the movie was pretty good for being as old as it was. I don't like old movies, but I really like that one. I would watch it. I have watched it again many times. But oh, there's a bookmark. I don't know why they always put the bookmark in like the middle of the book instead of at the beginning. I never understood that. I guess it's like so it doesn't fall out before you buy it, but I don't know. Here's the table of contents for the Iliad. There's the introduction. So this is my first time flipping through this one because, like I said, I read this in high school. I read both of them in high school. So I didn't need to flip through it. So there's the Iliad, the Odyssey by Homer. And it even has a watermark right here of Barnes and Noble. And then the contents. There's the introduction. There's the contents of the Iliad, and then the contents of the Odyssey. So, okay, they have the preface, the principal personages, and then the story. So they're probably trying to explain how to read it and understand it, because again, this is also in Old English. So all 3 books I bought for my birthday, with the money he gave me for my birthday purchases, my birthday book purchases, are all in Old English. It's a good thing I know how to read Old English, huh? But that's what I was looking for anyway. Why did I do that without putting the bookmark in? It was the whole reason for looking for that. And even the bookmark is like a gold ribbon. That is really cool. I really like that. I mean, these all have like nice little... I didn't even pull out the bookmark in this one yet. I did in the other one. And I marked the poems section. But I didn't pull out this bookmark yet. Alright. I don't need the list of illustrations. I need the first page. That's pretty. That one's silver. That one's a silver bookmark. Very pretty. So, those are my birthday books. Those 3. What I got myself for my birthday. Well, I didn't get them myself. Sam got them for me, but I pretty much picked them out. So, I mean, he doesn't read, so he doesn't know what I like and what I don't like without, me going to get it. So that's why he just gave me like $100 cash and said, "Go nuts." Brought me to the bookstore and goes, he brought me to the mall and he's like, "So, your birthday present, we couldn't get without coming here." And I'm like, "Okay." And then he takes me, and we eat our dinner, and he's like, "Here's $100 before going to Barnes and Noble because I knew you would want to shop there for your birthday. And I'm like, he knows me so well. He knows me so well. He probably knew that I was going to come out with a bunch of big, giant books. Either that or a crap ton of bookmarks. Yeah. But he probably knew I was gonna come out with a bunch of really heavy books. Because he knows I love to read. But so I get a lot of college level books. And then afterwards we go to Meyer and we buy some dolls. I'm complicated, okay? But anyway, that's what I've got for you. Oh, that's cool. So the King Arthur one has silver pages. That's cool. The other two have gold pages. King Arthur one has silver pages. And the bookmark on William Shakespeare is like a wine color. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like a wine red. Very nice. I'm very happy with these. I love them. And I hope you guys love them too, and looking forward to buying them yourself and reading them and enjoying them. And if you're not into these kind of books, that's okay. Read what you want. Read what feels right for you. And if you're not into books, that's okay too. To each their own. You know what you like, you know what you don't like. There is no right way to be happy. As long as you're not hurting yourself or anybody else, there's no right or wrong way to be happy. So just keep doing you. But I love these. This isn't exactly the tote I was hoping to get when I went there. But I was like, well, I really don't want to carry out a bag with heavy, giant books where the bag's probably going to rip. So I was like thinking it's probably better to grab my free tote and carry them out in that, because this is gonna hold these a lot better. Yeah. So I did kind of spill soda on my phone purse, but thankfully it didn't get into my phone purse, because my phone purse is actually made for a tablet, a small tablet, like my Nook. But I don't use it for my Nook, so apparently I am not going to be able to lay that flat in there. So, trying to put this back in here. Put these back in here. Alright. There. They're in. They're in the bag. Alrighty. So that's what I've got for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if nobody has told you today, you are enough, you are needed, you are appreciated, and you are loved. And I did that backwards. I don't care. It's the thought that counts. And don't let anybody tell you any different or make you feel any different, because bullying is just cruel, and it's true. You are deserving of love. You are deserving of being appreciated and seen, and feeling that you're appreciated and loved and seen. Everyone deserves that. So don't let anybody let you feel otherwise. And if you're having a bad day or a bad week or a bad month, please remember that there is always sunshine after the storm. And, like they always say, it's always darkest before the dawn, So just do your best to get through, and You know, look for the good things, the little things in life that can just brighten your day a little bit, or remind you that, you know, you have good things in your life to help you just get through. That's all you got to do, is just do your very best every day. Um, you know, that's all you can do, is just do your best every day and just keep going. You know, because everybody has their hard days. You know, and all you can do is try. Just do your best. Have an absolutely beautiful day, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.